The new standards require interoperability. The most important networks in the world will require diversity of suppliers to help make sure we maintain resilience. It has been proven that there are risk mitigation measures that are adequate to the United States government. Take the case of Nokia, which has their joint venture with Shanghai Bell, owned by the China government. Deep roots in China, deep connections with the China government. Despite that, the U.S. has found risk mitigation mechanisms that allow them to trust Nokia in the United States. We just want to have those conversations with the U.S. government about effective risk mitigation measures.
You talked about how it's not necessarily Huawei, it's about China. So if Huawei became something that enabled China to do something absolutely horrific in the future, looking back on your efforts, would you question? And what I'm referring to is, this is in New York Times, how China uses high-tech surveillance to subdue minorities. There's an entire area with high-tech surveillance, and the worry is that eventually they're going to use this technology to strengthen, and this I'm quoting from the piece, strengthen authoritarianism at home and abroad, and that would directly affect us. So you guys could be enabling the eventual Chinese regime to, I would say that in a lot of ways the United States wears a white hat in terms of human rights and everything else. I'm not so sure about China. I mean, do you want to be in a position where you enable that technology to spread in authoritarianism around the world? Is that okay with you guys?
Absolutely not. And that's not what we're talking about here. We are talking about the fact that there are tremendous benefits that can flow from this technology to jobs of our customers and jobs of our suppliers. And there are mechanisms, and the principal deputy of the director...
How do we know that?
The principal deputy of the Director of National Intelligence said that the problem of backdoors can be addressed by testing, and she incorrectly stated that those who own the equipment can take all the data. If we don't have the data, China can't force us to turn it over. So there are mechanisms that can create assurance and transparency. Right.